It was never just about the land. It was about the legacy. But when the dust settled on the red dirt of Flagstaff, Arizona, the legacy was gone. And so was the cash. How does a family earning millions for a decade end up with no assets in a divorce? In the beginning, there was a dream of one house. A singular structure to hold 4 wives, 18 children, and 1 patriarch. But by 2024,
She was
that
the rock in
dream
the way.
had mutated
Would have gone
into
through
a complex web of LLCs, disputed deeds, and a family pot that seemed to only drain in one direction. Today, we follow the paper trail from the infamous Scrotum Tree necklace to the mahogany-filled halls of Robyn Brown's hoard. The economics of a polygamous dynasty. To understand where the money went, we have to understand how it came in. Since 2010, the Browns were the face of TLC's sister wives. Industry estimates suggest the family earned between $25,000 to $40,000 per episode. Over 18 seasons, that is a gross revenue exceeding $5 million. Early on, the family operated under Kody Brown Family Entertainment LLC. This wasn't just a TV contract, it was a communal bank account. Remember Season 1, the move from Utah to Lehi. Christine, Janelle, and Meri lived in a 3-unit house. The expenses were transparent. Janelle, the family's resident, numbers person, managed the books. But when the move to Las Vegas happened, the transparency began to blur. Community reaction, Reddit, YouTube. Janelle was always the CFO. When she lost control of the checkbook, that's when the family died. Sister Wives Fan 99. Mini hook. Why did Kody insist on 4 separate houses in Vegas, only to demand they sell them at the height of a market dip? The Coyote Pass Conundrum. 2018. The Flagstaff Move. A decision that many fans and family members labeled as financial suicide. The family purchased 14 acres of raw land known as Coyote Pass for $820,000. Public records show the land was split into parcels. Here is where the OG3, Meri, Janelle, and Christine began to lose their footing. Parcel 1, Kody and Robyn. Parcel 2, Kody and Janelle. Parcel 3, Kody and Meri. The problem, while Janelle and Meri contributed their Vegas home equity into the entire property, their names were only on fractional portions. I have nothing. I'm 50 years old, and I have nothing to my name. All my money went into this land, and I'm living in a trailer. The emotion in Janelle's voice wasn't just heartbreak. It was the realization of a catastrophic financial oversight. The Scrotum Tree and the mansion on the hill. While Janelle lived in an RV and Christine struggled to pay for her daughter Isabel's spinal surgery, a different reality was unfolding 5 minutes away. Robyn Brown's $890,000 Flagstaff home became a point of contention. Fans pointed to the background of scenes, expensive, precious moments, figurines, high-end artwork, and the infamous custom jewelry. Kody designed a custom necklace for his wives, the Tree of Life. To the internet, it looked less like a tree and more like, well, anatomy. But the cost wasn't a joke. It was symbolic of a shift. Family funds were being spent on symbols of love rather than the reality of survival. Did Meri's Lularu millions actually fund Robyn's lifestyle? We look at the family pot versus personal income. The Great Decoupling. When Christine Brown left in 2021, she did something the others hadn't. She kept her equity. By trading her stake in Coyote Pass for the full ownership of her Flagstaff home, she was the first to get her receipts. This move signaled the end. Once the OG3 realized that the communal pot was being used to subsidize Kody and Robyn's singular household, the legal threats began. In a spiritual marriage, there is no alimony. There is no community property. Unless your name is on the deed, you are a legal stranger. Janelle and Meri realized too late that they weren't just wives. They were investors in a corporation they didn't control. The aftermath and the receipts. Where did the money go? It went into the $1,000 a month grocery budgets. It went into the high-interest loans for the land that sat undeveloped for 6 years. It went into the gas tanks of SUVs and the closets of a hoard that grew as the family shrank. Seeing Meri realize that her B&B money was going into Robyn's house was the most painful part of the finale. She worked for it, they spent it. As of 2025, the land at Coyote Pass remains largely empty. A monument to a family that forgot that, together, requires trust, and trust requires a balanced ledger. This isn't about jealousy. It's about where the money went, and who made sure it never came back. If you're done accepting the official story, join this investigation. Like this video to keep it alive. Comment what you noticed early. Subscribe so you don't miss the receipts. Then watch the linked playlist, because today, we follow the money.